Hey, what's going on? I'm back to make another video for you today, and this video is going to be a story video. I mentioned in my last vid that I was gonna tell more stories, and now this is one of those times. Now, this story takes place back in what I like to call my little shit days. This is when I used to do all my stupid bullshit that I had no business doing whatsoever, and of course, you know, you always gotta have friends to do that kind of stuff with you. So this story takes place maybe about 5 years ago. This is around the time I was in middle school. I was either in the 7th or 8th grade. I kind of forget, that time's kind of blurry when you think about it. It was a while ago, but yeah, it was around that time. And with me were my 3 friends. Now I have to give them fake names. I would like them to remain anonymous, and I think they'd like to also. So we're gonna give them the fake names: Xavier, Victor, and Grimace. Victor and Grimace are brothers, okay? Grimace is the younger brother and Victor's the older brother. Just a little bit of context to make sure this is all very clear and nothing's that confusing. So we're all off school on this day, right? And we used to just go all over the place and do a bunch of stupid little shit stuff that we had no business doing whatsoever. So today we go to the strip mall that we always went to do some of our little shit activities. I'm not gonna go into detail on the exact kind of things we used to do. It was extremely inappropriate, and some of it was extremely illegal. You can use your imagination of what illegal stuff people can do at a strip mall, because I'm not gonna go into detail on that stuff because I'm not going to incriminate myself in any way. So we go to the strip mall and we're in the parking lot and we see a vacant school bus just sitting there. And this wasn't that weird to us because obviously we were all out of school this day, so of course there's a vacant school bus somewhere because the buses aren't running at all on, of course, a day where kids are out of school. So I don't know whose idea it was to get onto this bus. I don't know who should get the credit for wanting to get onto this bus. I really don't remember who it was, so I'll just blame Xavier for it because it's easy to do that because he did a lot of stupid shit just as much as I did. So if you've ever gotten yourself onto a locked school bus, you should know that there's no issue getting on this thing at all. The doors are very easy to open even when they're locked. Literally all you have to do is pull on the door a little bit, and if you're skinny enough you can slide yourself through there. So of course we're all thin. I didn't hang out with fat kids for real. No offense to anybody out there. So then we all just slide through the door and we're all on this bus. And we get on this bus and we just proceed to just fuck shit up. It was just ridiculous, all the stuff we managed to figure out how to do on just an empty school bus. You'd be surprised of all the stuff you can come up with in your imagination when you're a preteen and you have nothing else to do on a day off of school. So we proceed to just hop over these seats, jump around, somehow managed to play tag on a bus. I don't know how we managed to do that, but it was just ridiculous altogether. So then after we get bored, it was probably like 10 minutes later, yeah, we spent that much time on an empty school bus and actually made fun out of it. As we're leaving, I had the bright idea of taking a fire extinguisher. This is what I will admit to because I know 100% it was my idea and I was the one carrying it the entire time. And I take this fire extinguisher as we're getting off the bus, and I'm 99% sure that that was a crime. Actually, no, I'm 100%. I'm pretty sure that was illegal for me to even take that. Hell, I'm pretty sure that it was illegal for us to even be on this bus anyway. So I take it and we start running to the back of this strip mall because we're gonna get on top of it and mess around with this fire extinguisher. That's another example of the stupid shit we used to do. We used to just get on top of businesses and I think a house one time, and we would just do random stuff. We did a lot of stupid shit we had no business doing for the 3rd time. So as we're running, we go past a couple of stores and businesses and we make our way past this hairdresser. So as we're about to hit this corner to turn to get to the back of the strip mall, this lady comes out of nowhere and she's like, "Hey, stop." And of course, for some stupid ass reason, I stopped running and I turn around. This lady was from the hairdresser. She still had the little thing on her when she's getting her hair done. I forgot what that stupid thing is called. Here's a picture of it. And yeah, she had that on. And she said she works for the fire department and she told me to come here, and she took the extinguisher from me. And of course, me not giving a fuck, I just turn around and run off. And my friends are already back there. Yeah, they didn't stop with me. My homies left me, but I didn't really care because I wasn't that scared because that lady wasn't gonna do shit in my little head. So I hit this corner finally and I'm in the back of the strip mall. One of my friends is already on top of it. He got up there fast as hell and my other 2 are trying to get up there. So I follow them up and we're all on this platform. And I don't know how, but out of nowhere, absolutely nowhere, I don't know where the fuck he came from, whether that lady called him or flagged him down, but this cop out of nowhere just pulls up and I start hiding. I immediately got down on my ass and rolled in between this area. And Victor and Grimace are right next to me, but they are already seen by the cop. They're on top of this platform still. And of course, Xavier, he's on top of the building already, and we're gonna get to him in a second because that was fucking stupid what he does. You'll find out why. So this cop gets out of his car and tells Victor and Grimace, the only 2 people he actually sees, to come down. They're caught. Get in my car. I'm pretty sure he didn't say get in my car, but he said something to the effect of wanting them to get down so he could talk to them. So So the cop doesn't see me because I'm literally Spider-Man in between this wall. Actually, here's a picture of the actual Google map of the location and where each of us were positioned. So as you can see where I am, I'm in between this platform we were on top of and this wall, but I wasn't just like on the ground. I was literally Spider-Man in between this wall and this platform sitting there. And Xavier's on top of the building. Once again, I'll get to him in a second. So Victor's already making his way off, and then for some stupid ass reason, Grimace chooses to keep looking in my direction and keeps talking to me, and I'm telling him to fuck off because I don't want to get caught too. I don't want to go with this guy. I don't know what's gonna happen. You're caught, be a homie, leave me the fuck alone. I'm not getting caught too. But of course the cop can see him talking to someone, and he says, who else is there with you? And I'm just like, fuck, because I don't want Xavier to get caught. Once again, I'll get to him in a second. So I pop my head out, and then this cop gets the biggest shit-eating grin on his face. He thinks he hit the mother load, and it gets better for him in a second. Once again, you'll find out why. So then he starts talking all the shit to me because I think I was cool trying to hide. Apparently I'm some hot shit because I was trying to hide from the cop and I got caught anyway. This cop was such a prick, I swear to God. So anyway, I start making my way down, and the cop starts maneuvering us to get into his cop car. So then we're thinking, okay, well, Xavier, he's hiding right now, he's home free. But oh no, for some stupid ass reason, he jumps out of nowhere and starts screaming stuff that I'm not gonna repeat because I don't want you to know what he said, because I don't want you to know that I associate with someone who would say such stupid shit. Just use your imagination on that one. So then this cop and all three of us are just looking at him like he's the biggest dumbass in the world, because he could have easily gotten away with this if he would have just stayed where he was. So according to him, he had no idea that a cop was there or anything was going on. He didn't hear any of this shit going on. He was just up there doing whatever the fuck. We still don't know to this day what he was doing up there, but he had no idea that this cop was there, and he got himself caught. He basically snitched on himself. So of course he is down, and then we're all four put in the back of this cop car, and then he pulls back around, and then we realize how we got caught finally. We pull back in front of the hairdresser, and then he goes out of the car and talks to the lady that took the extinguisher from me, and now we knew how we got caught, or how basically I got us caught. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. I didn't know if we were going to jail or if we were going home. I assumed jail or some shit like that, because if he couldn't get in contact with our parents, then what the hell were we gonna do? Because I knew I wasn't gonna give him my mom's phone number or anything. I didn't know what they were gonna do, and in my head I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get out of this cop car, but still that didn't stop my stupid ass from still pulling out the fucking doorknob until it would open. This is complete panic mode for me, because this is the first time I was in the back of a cop car in my entire life, and I'm assuming that was their first time also. I don't really know. So then he asks where we all live, and we all lived in the same neighborhood at the time. So first we go to Victor and Grimace's house. Now at the time, Xavier was actually staying over Victor and Grimace's house, so he basically had a free ride. He was good, he was home free, there was nothing gonna happen to him whatsoever, which is how everything went usually, as long as their dad didn't tell his mom. Now here's where we're very fucking lucky. The reason we were off school is because it was Martin Luther King Day. It was Martin Luther King Day, and all of our parents went to work on MLK Day. We must have had horseshoes up our ass for all of our parents to go to work on the day that people usually are off work for. So they call his dad, and he proceeds to not give a fuck whatsoever, because it's really not that big of a deal, because I don't think the cop really explained every single thing that went on. So they get out the car and they're dropped off home, and they proceed to do whatever the fuck they did. I really have never asked what they went on and did the rest of that day. So then it's my turn. I'm in this cop car by myself, and then this cop drives me home, and this feels like the longest drive of my life. And it shouldn't really felt like that, because I didn't live that far away. Like I said before, we were in the same neighborhood. So then we pull up to my place. My parents are not home. It is Martin Luther King Day, and they still went to work. Once again, I was lucky as fuck. So then we get out the car. He keeps asking for my parents' phone number, and I keep telling him that I don't know. Of course I'm lying like a motherfucker, because if I would have told him, I would have gotten caught. But I got off of this. I got away with this 100%. All that happened was this cop took me into my house. He takes one look at my refrigerator and sees my honor roll certificate on it, and then he looks at me with the scariest glare I've ever seen in my life, and all he says is, "Stay in the house." And then he left. He walks right out the door. He didn't turn around. He didn't come back. He just left. And I'm sitting there hyperventilating with relief. I was just out of my mind that I literally just got away with that the way I did. I didn't get caught. I wasn't in trouble. I basically just got away with that. My only fear was that he was gonna come back and snitch on me later, which he didn't, and I completely got away with this. And that is the story about how I thought I was going to jail, or how I almost went to jail, or how I almost got arrested, whatever you want to call it. That was my first run-in with the police, and that shouldn't have been my first run-in with the police because of all the other stupid shit I've done before that. and after that, because that was not my last run-in. Yeah, I drove my parents crazy growing up. So that is it. That is the first of many stories I'm going to tell on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more. Thank you so much again, and please subscribe if you like this kind of content that I'm making now. I really hope everybody's enjoying it, and peace out.